Hey guys, welcome back to some more Geoguessr. This time it's a rare solo video from me. I haven't done one of these for 2 or 3 weeks, I think. Just going to be doing some ranked duels today by myself. Um, so you can see here on the leaderboard, my rating's gone up a bit. I'm in the top 4 now on this leaderboard. And as you can see here, I need to be in the top 4 to get promoted to the next division, which is Master 1. My rating is pretty high. I'm playing pretty well at the moment. So I thought I'd record a few games, see how they go, and see if I can push my rating up even higher. Starting with a moving game against a Japanese opponent of a fairly similar rating. Okay, let's see what this says. Okay, immediately we have the racks on the car. This, I believe, is Guatemala. I'm not really sure where in Guatemala, but with the racks and the language, pretty sure it is Guatemala. Somewhere relatively flat. South of the city. Okay, that makes more sense. It's pretty flat south of these mountains. Okay, now we have a classic India, which I can tell because of the camera quality and also the Indian flag. So with the script we have here, we're somewhere relatively north. I'm not particularly good at differentiating different languages and scripts in India. So figuring out where exactly. It says Bagbara, I believe. Not sure how big that is, if I'll be able to find it. But I'll give a quick look on the map. Bagbara. Feels like it doesn't feel like we're somewhere super dry, but also not super green either. Somewhere in between maybe. So I think based on where this could be with the script, I might just go somewhere around here. Play it pretty safe. Okay, slightly further south. Not too bad. Oh, there's Bagbara. Very small. But yeah, decent round there. Round 3, we're in Europe. Is that Cyrillic? That says Ulitsa. I can't really tell if that's Cyrillic or not. I don't think it was. The the Ulitsa definitely wasn't in Cyrillic, because I could read it. Oh, Polish. Wait. Yeah, Polish. Okay. Let's try. Okay, my opponent's not going to give me time to try and work this one out. Don't really know where in Poland this is likely to be. So I'm probably just going to go somewhere pretty central. Just south of central, I guess. Okay, fair enough. My opponent seems to like playing fairly quickly. Not really working out for them so far. So I've got to stay on top of my game, make sure they don't catch me out. Travelling south. Oh, hold on. Big green sign up there. Can I read it? Okay, we are in New Brunswick. They might not have this information, so I'm going to try and work quickly. We're on the 134. If I can locate that. Saint Maurice and Saint Pierre. The 134 shouldn't be too hard to find, I think. Here it is. Can I see the town names? Saint Maurice and Saint Pierre. I'm not seeing them. But the 134 is a fairly short road. So I think I'm just going to guess around here. I would love to see these place names. I'm not really sure where they are. I'm gonna guess somewhere around the 134. Yeah, my opponent did find it. Did the 134? The 134 did carry on down here. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, now into the damage multiplier rounds. I'm still looking pretty good so far. Go slow school zone. Interesting. I did not expect to see English here. I wonder if this is Philippines. It certainly is. That's a problem for me. Well, it tends to be anyway. Not one of my stronger countries. Bird flu. Okay, they have bird flu here. Cool. Oh, Ilocos. Ilocos Norte. Ilocos is the name of an island. Which one? I'm not sure, but I know it's an island. Is it an island or is it a city? I've definitely seen the name Ilocos. What's the name of this island? Cebu. I'm doubting myself now. I really thought I've definitely seen the word Ilocos before. I'm so sure of it. Am I blind? There's Iligan here. That's not what I'm thinking of. Is Ilocos a city or an island? It's probably been on my screen already and I've missed it. Trying to keep my eyes peeled. What's the name of this island? Hello? Nedros. That's Nedros. Maybe I am getting my... Oh, I think I'm thinking of Iloilo. Yeah, I'm thinking of Iloilo. Okay. So I don't know where Ilocos is, which is a problem now, because I spent a lot of time looking for that. Okay. Let's keep moving. See, like I said, not good at the Philippines. Not a strength of mine. Probably my weakest country as things stand. Now that I've been trying to improve on Indonesia. Evacuation center. Okay. Let's go this way. Police. Does it say police of where? I mean, Dumao Nerd is a name we've seen before on that other sign. So that could be the name of the town. But finding out which part of Barangay San Isidro. Does that help me? Does this help me? Why is this on its side? I'm now turning my head sideways. um, San Isidro. Okay. Maybe I have a look for San Isidro and Dumanek. This could be a make or break sort of round. San Isidro and Dumanek. Just going to be combing the map here for a little bit, hoping I can find it. Not really sure which part of Philippines this is most likely to be, other than, it tends to be Luzon quite a lot, so if I don't know where it is, then I'll just go Luzon. Damao Ned and San Isidro. I know San Isidro is a pretty, I've heard the name San Isidro before, but I don't think that's because I know this city. I think it's just a fairly common saint name. There's a San Isidro here. This feels a bit scary. Do I see a Dumalned? Which direction? So San Isidro is to the north. It's very small. This is a very tiny place. Is this Dumalned? It would be cool if it was. Now this appears to be the town of San Isidro. And I'm not seeing Dumalned. So guessing here would feel very scary to me. That's on Siargao Island. This might be a case of just guess near Manila and hope for the best, honestly. So I'm certain there's likely to be more than one San Isidro in the Philippines. So they have so many repeating town names, which I've been taught out by San Isidro. There's another one here. I like this more just because it's in a better location. Do I see somewhere called Dumalneg? I don't, but I think I'm going to guess around here and just cross my fingers and hope for the best. Even if this isn't the same San Isidro, then it's a pretty safe guess regardless. This is roughly where I would have guessed. I just hope it's not this one down here, but I'd be surprised if it is. Okay, it wasn't either of them. It was way further north. Dumalneg, here it is. San Isidro doesn't look like it's something you can see. I guess barangays aren't always, marked. Same with kabupatens in Indonesia. Now this feels like... Well, it's definitely either Indonesia or Philippines, or sorry, or Malaysia. And to be honest, I'm not immediately sure which. I'm leaning towards Malaysia based on the language and also the landscape. Does this sign have anything for me? Nope, same sign as before. I think I'm going to go east here. Yeah. Feels more likely to be Malaysia to me. Is there anything useful there? I don't want to skip any signs here. Okay, well, this one's not particularly useful. This doesn't feel like it could be Indonesia, or at least it couldn't be most places in Indonesia with this landscape. Very flat. Pretty dry as well, honestly. Relatively dry anyway for this part of the world. I would love to see more language to confirm that truck looked like it had something on it. Hmm. Not having any confirmation here is pretty scary. Another very useless faded sign. Just gonna try and keep going down this road, hoping that I find something more useful. But so far it's not looking wonderful. If I'm forced to guess now, I'd have to guess somewhere mainland Malaysia. But I would not be confident in that guess. Okay. That sign looks more useful. Not really. There's a yellow plate there. I don't particularly know what that means, to be honest with you. The further we go, the more sure I am that this is Malaysia. But again, I would love some confirmation. Let's have a look at these signs. Wish I could read them, but sadly I cannot. And there's another... What happened to these signs? This one is slightly legible. Again, looking at this, the language feels slightly more Malay than Indonesian. Clearly my opponent's not sure on where we are either, as they have also not guessed yet. And they've been a fairly quick player. Well, until they were early on in the game, maybe less so now. I would love to see a flag. See, Kabupaten. Do they do that? Do they do Kabupatens in Malaysia? I don't actually know. I know they do in Indonesia. That's a scary thing to have seen. Just give me a flag, come on. Indonesia love their flags. Malaysia, yes, yeah, you see flags in Malaysia quite a lot. The more I'm going, the more I'm like, could this be like Sumatra? Which again, isn't too far from Malaysia. So it wouldn't be a terrible bad guess, but on 2 times damage, it'd be pretty painful. I'm just hoping I see something important before my opponent does. Okay, it feels like we're getting somewhere now. It feels, well, maybe. Feels like we're entering the town, perhaps. Oh, that was an Indonesian flag, wasn't it? It was, okay. Glad to have seen that. Now we have some town names that I don't recognize. And now we have more of a main road. I think now I can work with this. Okay, the poles are off center, which, narrows it down somewhat. That says Sumatra. That says Sumatra. Okay, cool. Now, off-centered poles means, well, Sumatra isn't really a great place for that. I mean, we could still be in a lot of Sumatra, I think. Can I find any of these place names written on this side? Like Jurong, maybe? Jurong is a pretty solid name to look for. See, my opponent still might not know that this is Indonesia, so do I go ahead and guess now? It's so dry as well. Where is dry like this? I don't think we're up north necessarily. I guess somewhere safe around Jambi. I think I'm going to do that. Sumatra Barat. Does Barat mean... Is that one of the cardinal directions? I think it might be. I think it might be west. Because I know Timur is east, Utara is north, I can't remember south, but I think this might be west. That would make sense. The sign is to the west. So maybe we're somewhere around here. Potentially. Or maybe around here. I'm gonna go for where I've got my pin here. And hope for the best. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. We were in Real in the end. That's quite a lot of damage done to my opponent. Now I just need to make sure I don't make any mistakes and I can bring this one home. Edge my way over to these signs. Interesting. That's not what I expected to see. I kind of thought when we spawned in this could be like Asia. And now... Wait. Oh. Oh, wow. I think we're in Macau. We are. Macau is Portuguese. It's basically Portuguese Hong Kong. Okay, my opponent knew that as well. Yeah, that was strange. When we loaded in there, I was like, this feels like, somewhere in Asia. My initial instinct was South Korea. And then I saw the Portuguese and was very confused. But my opponent also gets it. I'm gonna go northwest here. Yeah, we're in a town here. Okay, we're in Poland again. Now, I know places ending in ovo instead of are more common in the north of Poland than the south. Ov typically means south, ovo typically means north. So I'm going to go fairly central north here. Somewhere around here. Okay, it was kind of north, but, on the north side, but not very north. So again, I'm slightly closer. I'm kind of whittling my opponent down here. As long as I don't make any stupid mistakes, I'm pretty confident I can win this. This could be This is a bad time to see this. This is Brazil. I could still lose this. 3.5 times damage if my opponent is just a bit closer. I could still lose here. I'm kind of surprised I haven't thrown a guess in already, to be honest. To pressure me into making a mistake. The soil is very red. Typically with red soil, I guess around Goiás. Governo de Para. Glad I didn't guess Goiás. Para's up here. Plainha? Plainha is the name of the city. Nearby. Can I find that? Now, Para is still a big place. So I don't want to guess straight away here. I know where to look, but I still need to look further. Because even this is Para, yeah. We're not up there, though. Plainha. Which direction is this road going? Okay. So somewhere around here could work. I mean, this is the more populated part of Para. So Plainha being around here somewhere would make sense. But I'm not seeing it. Is there anything else on this sign? Not really. What about this sign? No. I wish I could have a road or something, but we're not on a road that's big enough to give me that information. This is quite annoying. Knowing the state and the town, but being too scared to guess it. I think I am going to guess it now. I can still lose some points here. I'm going to guess somewhere around here, I think. Pretty central of where it could be. I mean, it could be over here, but I don't want to think about that. I'm going to guess near Maraba. And hope my opponent hasn't come this way, and therefore doesn't have the information that we are in Para. If my opponent is not in Para, then I'm going to win. Okay, good. It was up here. Wow, there it is, on the Amazon. Well, we were ahead pretty much, I think, literally that whole game. So, yeah. Pretty happy with that result. Pretty deserved victory. Just had to, whittle my opponent down and do like 500 damage around until they were dead. I'm now against a higher rated opponent in NMPZ. This is a much harder game than the last one. Okay, let's make the map smaller, like I always do for NMPZ. We're in the Americas. Beyond that, I'm not really too sure. Double yellow line in the middle, so very much typical in the Americas. It's very dry. The sun appears to be to the north based on the shadow of this person here. The person's shadow is going to the south, so the sun is probably in the north. Therefore, this is probably southern hemisphere. Therefore, I mean, whereabouts though? Peru, maybe? I could see this being Peru. These mountains don't really feel particularly Argentinian to me. Maybe northern Argentina, or maybe Bolivia. I could see this being Bolivia or Peru. Both pretty far south of the equator. I think I might go for like southern Peru, somewhere around here. And if it's Bolivia, I won't be too far away. If it's Argentina and my opponent gets it right, that's a problem. But I think that's a risk I'm going to take. Making sure. Yeah, somewhere around here feels good. Just going to have to hope and pray that it's not Argentina. And that it's not something else I haven't even considered. Wow, that's a pretty nice one. Extremely happy with that guess. I love getting good guesses like that on camera. In my warm-up game, I had a very similar guess. Like, not in the same place, but like, little information. Getting you almost bang on. It's very satisfying to get those on camera. So this one, again, the sun is to the north. So this, again, I assume is South America. The sun is pretty far east, so it's rising, so it could be a bit misleading, but, I mean, this also just looks like, it looks like South America. It looks like either Chile, Argentina, or Uruguay. I don't think it's Chile. I don't think it's Uruguay either. Are those mountains to the north? I know there's this building here, but beyond that, like this line here, might be hard to see on the recording. It looks like there could be mountains over here. This also looks like it's like fairly dry-ish. Maybe I go for like Mendoza here. That seems like a reasonable guess. Maybe something like... I'm not sure how big of a town we're in. I mean, there isn't much else around here. Maybe San Juan. Hmm. There are some mountains just north of San Juan. Less so just north of Mendoza. Although this isn't straight north. It's north and a bit west. So it could still... I'm going to go with Mendoza, I think. I feel pretty good about it being Argentina. And if those are mountains, Mendoza feels like a good guess. Okay. In the right area. Kind of. It was Catamarca, slightly further north. My opponent was in Mexico City. I'm having a good game here. My opponent, after 2 rounds, is already down to 1,000 points of health. Now, this is Bhutan. You can tell because of, because of loads of things, really. Because of the building style. Because of the blocks on the sides of the road here. Because of these flags they seem to have everywhere. Bhutan has a lot of, distinctive elements. There's a dog here on the side of the road. Love that. As for where in Bhutan, who knows? Just gonna go pretty central. Fair enough. So far, so good. Again, this is a game where I'm so far ahead. As long as I don't make any, silly mistakes or get caught out, I should be good. Sorry if you heard that quick water drink. Now, I see Kaunas on this side, which is in Lithuania. On the A1, I see A1, A2, and A3, which makes me think we could be in Vilnius. I assume that those roads would all go there. Yep, they do. I'm just going to guess around this intersection. Yep, it is Vilnius. My opponent is in Poland, and that will be enough for the win. In 4 rounds, didn't even make it to the damage multiplier. Against the higher rated opponents on my worst formats, that's probably one of the strongest games I've had. My rating now, 1063. I'm pretty sure that's the highest I've had it in solo. I'm gonna do one more in this video since that was a pretty short game. First game was pretty long, that was pretty short. I'm playing against an unranked opponent in Silver 3. I'm not sure how I've ended up against this opponent. And they also have a 4-win streak, so why is their rating hidden? A little bit strange. Okay, heading west off the start here. We are in Europe. We're in Slovenia. I'm just going to go for it. I don't know we're in Slovenia. I'm just going to go for Ljubljana. Even if we're not in Ljubljana, it's pretty central. That was the wrong button. I hit full screen when I meant to make the map bigger. We are indeed in Ljubljana. I mean, my opponent must be pretty good to get matched up against me. Otherwise, I'm not sure why they would be here. But still, still interesting. Discover Docklands. Okay, this is not English. Lana? Us? Oh. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. But where? Is this Dublin? This certainly could be Dublin? I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean the way the river goes in Dublin, this could just be the River Liffey. So we could be over here somewhere, maybe. Yeah, no, we are just here actually. Liverpool, interesting. With all the Irish around. Yeah, I was close enough there. Less than 100 meters away. I love Dublin. It's such a beautiful city to visit. I'd recommend it to anyone. Now, this is a tougher one. Okay, American flag, Puerto Rican flag. I'm going to go for it again. I'm going to go quick here. My opponent might not know this. Or might have not seen the flags. This is one they can probably figure out. I mean, they're Americans. They should know this. They went with Dominican Republic. Okay. I'm starting to think my opponent isn't that high of a level after all. There are several reasons why that was not a very good guess. I mean, like the car meta being the main one. This, I believe, is Danish. Pretty sure. Yes, it is Danish. This one I'm going to give more time to. See if I can figure out the city before my opponent can. I'm going to change my mind and go this way. I feel like this way might help me more. Although now I'm here, I'm not so sure anymore. Okay. Even if I do lose out a bit here, it's not going to be a huge problem for me. No damage multiplier, Denmark's not very big. I'm just going to assume this is Copenhagen. I see no reason to say otherwise. It is. My opponent tried to go a bit different and go with Odense. Okay, 4 rounds in, I'm still at full health. My opponent's down to just above half health. So hopefully, I can keep the momentum going from here. We are in Tunisia. Black license plate, these stop signs. Now, I'm not going to guess straight away. Or maybe I should. My opponent might not know. Never mind, they've gone for it. So they probably do know this is Tunisia. Can I find out roughly where? Sousse. Okay, so we're probably near Sousse. The sign for Sousse is north. Do I go near Sousse or further south? I'm going to go near Sousse, but this could be Sfax. It was Tunis? Okay. Didn't expect that with where that sign was. But fair play. They guessed Tunis and it was correct. Okay, back in Europe. Warsaw, okay. Not gonna waste any time. They might not know it's Warsaw. They'll figure out it's Poland. I mean, if they figure out it's Poland and they see we're in a city, they're probably just gonna go with Warsaw, aren't they? I'm expecting this to be a pretty much 0-point round. Yeah. Wow! Okay. Okay, buddy. Not sure how you did that, but well done. Fair play. Okay, Einbahn. This are huge mountains to the north. This, I presume, is Austria. Certainly feels like Austria. Auto Linzer. Is in like the city Linz? Probably not. I'm probably reading too much into that. Hello, Philip. So okay, huge mountains to the south. There's like south and north. So are we in Innsbruck? We're probably in Innsbruck, aren't we? Yep. I know Innsbruck has huge mountains both sides of it. Is that going to be enough? Not quite. They have 711 points left. Let's see if we can finish it here. Okay, feels like Indonesia, based on the roofs of these houses. Nope, it's Johor Bahru. I've been playing a lot of Indonesia lately to try and get better at it. So now, like, every time I get, like, Malaysia or Philippines, I'm like, oh, is this Indonesia? I know this. But no, it is just Johor Bahru, next to Singapore, in Malaysia. They have those pretty classic yellow signs. They all, yeah, all the street signs say Johor Bahru on them. Okay, that says a lot about my opponent. They just guessed a place that is not mapped. Vietnam no longer has coverage, so clearly... I'm not sure why I was mapped against that guy. That didn't seem like a fair matchup whatsoever. But hey, I got 12 racing points out of it. So I'm pretty happy with that. So wow. Now I have the highest rating I've ever had in ranked Geoguessr. I'm second in the leaderboard. Even if I don't play now, between now and the end of the week, if I don't play, I will probably get promoted. And to be honest, I might be busy this weekend, so I'm probably not going to play anyway. So, yeah, hopefully next time you see me in one of these solo recorded videos, I will be in Master 1, which will be very nice. And hopefully I can, keep progressing from there. I've been trying a lot harder this week to learn more, get better at the game. I think it showed today. I think I played very well today. So, yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.